Friday, August 11, 2017 at 1:33 am. Votes 5.00 stars by Peter Barichowka at the American thinker Patrick J. Pat Buchanan appeared on Sean Hannity's radio program on Tuesday, August 8. The subject was Donald J. Trump and the efforts of the deep state to unseat him. Earlier the same day, Buchanan's latest column was published. After the coup, what then? In its simplicity, accuracy, and directness, it is an essential read. Buchanan's thesis is that the deep state is conspiring to oust President Trump. His column and his subsequent conversation with Hannity suggest that the effort might just succeed, with daunting consequences for the future of the republic. Buchanan is the ultimate DC insider-outsider. A conservative from his early years, Buchanan was a close aide to President Richard M. Nixon from 1966 and in the White House starting in 1969 and during the entire Watergate period until Nixon's resignation in 1974. Buchanan also served President Ronald Reagan as White House Communications Director for 2 years during Reagan's second term. Buchanan ran for president himself twice, 1992 and 96 in the primaries as a Republican and once in the general election of 2000 as the Reform Party candidate. He reinforced his conservative credentials by challenging President George H. W. Bush in 1992, opposing Bush for his expansionist foreign policy and breaking the pledge on no new taxes. Time magazine, November 6, 1995. When he is not running for office or serving Republican presidents, Buchanan writes prolifically, books and columns, and broadcasts on radio and serving as a TV talk show host and guest. For the past 4 decades, he has distinguished himself as one of the country's most prescient and accurate political analysts. Have something to say about this column? Visit Pat's Facebook page and post your comments. In welcoming Buchanan to his nationally syndicated radio program on Tuesday, Hannity noted that the two have been friends for years, although they have disagreed from time to time, including on issues like the Iraq War, which Buchanan opposed. The first subject to come up was Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigations of President Trump. Patrick J. Buchanan: Mueller's investigation, it's really a carte blanche. He's not hiring these folks' attorneys to find out whether Donald Trump communicated with WikiLeaks. They're going into Trump's finances and any connections with the Russians that will require tax returns and the rest of it. Then you come into any other mistakes. This is really a hostile organism inside the executive branch, targeted primarily at the White House and the president, that is going to grow and grow and grow. I've never known one of these special prosecutors to go home without taking some scalps. Regarding the surveilling of Trump's associates during the 2016 campaign and the subsequent unmasking of the targeted individuals, Buchanan clearly at the surveilling, unmasking, and leaking was designed to have all of the revelations leaked constantly as soon as the POTUS takes office. You take that operation ongoing with the deep state doing the leaking and the hostile media publishing the leaks, hammering the POTUS every which way every day. And then you have this new powerful organism, Mueller's investigation, that is growing inside the administration, under the Justice Department, with enormous freedom to roam. That's moving on the White House, moving on Trump campaign associates, the Trump family, and Trump himself. The writing is on the wall here. If they succeed in bringing down the president, what's the reaction of the American people going to be? I think it will be utter disillusionment with democracy. The folks out there, in middle America, who say, look, we did everything we could. We elected the man and they threw him out. The deep state that we wanted to throw out took over and ousted the president we elected. I don't know how we would come together after that. The reaction among those of us who supported him would not be that we're going to take arms. It would be disillusionment, despair, cynicism. Sean Hannity, you'd probably see states wanting to secede from the Union. They'd feel like the republic is gone. Buchanan, that's exactly right. We're just being led. It's a fraud. We won and then they overturned our victory. The discussion then moved on to the situation in North Korea. Hannity, I'm afraid that North Korea will define the Trump presidency. I'm beginning to think it's almost a certainty. Buchanan, I think there's real reluctance in the military and the Pentagon to go to war in the absence of absolute proof that Kim Jong-un is putting nuclear warheads on the tops of missiles and placing them to target the United States. It should be remembered that Buchanan was in the White House with Nixon during the entire 26 months of the Watergate affair, 197,274. He was never implicated in the scandal or the cover-up, and he stayed on during the early days of the Ford administration. He knows the scandal and the machinations of the deep state to undermine and destroy a presidency when he sees one. The podcast of Sean Hannity's program with Buchanan can be streamed here and downloaded from here. The segments with Buchanan begin 49 minutes and 30 seconds into the recording. Peter Berry-Chauka is a veteran journalist who writes about national politics, media, popular culture, and healthcare. He is a frequent contributor to American Thinker. His new website is altmadnews.net. Read more at The American Thinker. Do you appreciate reading our emails and website? Let us know how we are doing. Send us a thank you via PayPal related post.